Que bueno, mi gente. Hope everybody is well. Adrien Broner is not better, not improved, not anywhere near a different fighter with Kevin Cunningham in his corner. And look, this happens often where a fighter gets to a certain point in his career, wants to show that he's reinventing himself. He's a new fighter. He's a new person, so he hires a new trainer. You know, it's almost like new year, new me. You see these girls post on January 1st, oh, I'm a new person, and January 2nd they go back to the same person. Look, when a fighter switches trainers that late in their career, they are who they are at that point. As soon as they get hit, they're going to revert back to who they were. It's just too many years of training. Look, Adrien Broner against Jesse Vargas. The only thing that changed was the shoulder roll. And all that changed was the lack of shoulder roll. The only thing that changed was he didn't use a shoulder roll. He was still the same fighter. Still not counterpunching. Still not mixing offense with defense. Adrien Broner is like a switch. He switches to offense, and that's all he can do. Then he switches back to defense. That's all he can do. That didn't change under Kevin Cunningham. He's not a consistent fighter in the ring. He's either on one of those spurts where he's going to throw a lot of punches and combination punches, or he's going to stand there and not throw any punches at all. He goes like 2 minutes per round where he's not throwing much of anything. Then like the last minute of the round, the last 30 seconds, he's going to throw punches, flashy punches to try to steal the round. That didn't change under Kevin Cunningham. Still the inconsistency. Still the lack of counterpunching. Still the flat-footedness. Not enough movement in the ring. Still can't fight going backwards. And we could say, okay, let's wait 2 or 3 fights to see if Kevin Cunningham's style or his training approach takes effect on Adrien Broner. But we've seen this before. We've seen all this before. The only time in recent memory where I noticed that a change in trainer worked for a fighter later in their career was when Miguel Cotto switched to Freddie Roach. And that was due to the fact that Miguel Cotto had very little training before then with good trainers. I mean, he had his uncle. He had that amateur-style trainer that he was with. But Freddie Roach was the first really good trainer that Cotto was with. And Freddie Roach's offensive style worked for Cotto. But with stuff like this, a fighter is who he is at a certain point. There's no changing him. You know, you might see some little changes here and there, but like I said, once they get hit, they revert back to the same style. So Adrien Broner did not change. I just got tired of the narrative coming in that he's with Kevin Cunningham. He's going to be a new fighter, going to take a new approach. After the fight, Jim Gray is asking him if Kevin Cunningham helped his style. It is what it is with Broner. He's going to fight the same style. He's still going to have the flaws. He's just too far into his career. He's going to have the same temperament. And every time he steps up, he's just going to fall short. And Jesse Vargas, I didn't have a problem with the draw because Jesse Vargas is really on the same level as Broner. Talented, but flawed as well. And you saw that with Vargas in there, and that's why I had no problem with the draw. It was a close fight. And both fighters are really on the same level playing field with each other. So Broner did not change under Cunningham, will not change under Cunningham. He is who he is at this point. Peace.